these two good people that they did at their party, and we're going to tell you how we know all of you. If we say something a little bit risque, it's just us being funny, alright? Please don't take anything to heart. Nottingham after we'd been racing one day, and we sat apart for a little while, but we were talking to each other. We then decided to join forces, have a drink, and we ended up going for a tie, I think it was. Had a fantastic night. They've been racing with us since, and they've come all the way from Nottingham today. So that's Chris and Susan. Roger and Melanie have come a little bit further. They've come from Canada. We met them on a Mediterranean cruise. We kept in contact, and last year we actually went to Vegas and celebrated Roger's 65th birthday. And they're here today with friends that we met then, Ham and Dale, who have come over specially for this party. Since they all arrived, we have been to London all day. I've never been to so many places in London personally, but we've been to London. We've been up to Edinburgh, we've seen the military tattoo. Well worth going if you've never been, absolutely fantastic. They've been all over the place, but we had a bit of a day's rest because we needed it. And I hope they have as good a vacation as we have in London. Nick and Claire. What can I say about Nick and Claire? Not a lot, really. We met them on a Mediterranean cruise.
You high flyers.
We are. No, we didn't. We met them on a... Sorry, I moved down. Transatlantic cruise. We went further with them. Okay. And we have been good friends ever since. Have you had a fly today, Claire?
Yes, thank you.
I'm ever so glad about that. Chris actually put a fly in her drink on the cruise. And she jumped like nobody's business. He actually put a fly on her tureen today, just to make her feel at home. We visited Claire and Nick in where they live in Porthcawl, and most of you know Chris. Chris is game for a laugh, and he dressed up as a tramp at 8 o'clock in the morning for a breakfast at her cafe. She was so concerned, unbeknown to us, they'd actually had a couple of robberies in the town that week, and she thought it was another robbery. So that's table one.
Sorry.
My speech won't take long, I don't think. Start from the top and might get it to the end by the time I finish. So we're going to go to table 2 now. On table 2, Martin, Woodley and Hazel. I've known Martin for a number of years through temping bowling at Badgemore and Barretts. He's represented the county at temping level. He also looked at my old car for about 15 years. When it was in need to be done before it was scrapped, which was quite often, Martin said. He's here today with Hazel and their good friends Philip and Carol. I'll move on next to Trevor and Helen. Trevor owns his own roofing business, and when he had a problem he came and fixed it, which time we found he had shares in a racehorse called Tis But a Dream. Still dreaming, isn't it, mate? Eh?
Still running.
He won a couple of races for him, good races, and he's with his wife Helen, and we met them both at Mudden Working Men's Club for a pre-lunch drink. Next to them two is Terry and Sue. I've known Terry since I moved into Camberley. Believe it or not, we always used to meet in a betting shop. We got involved in the machine, Terry didn't we? Had a good old laugh and all that lot. And Terry's got his own business of a clearance place. Well, I think he might clear us out today if we keep running on the tables. That is table 2. I've now got to do table 3. On table 3, what can I say? I have my daughter Tina and her friend Carol. The privilege to have my daughter Tina here today. Not only is she my daughter, she makes a wonderful stepdaughter to Hilary, and we have the combined pleasure of Abby, our granddaughter. Thank you, Tina. Next to those, I have Mr. Bouquet, my best man, and Natalie. I've known Ryan since early days playing at Stuart's Bowls Club. Had a lot of success on the county circuit. And his colour scheme behind my back was Swampy, or known as Swampy. He actually arranged, believe it or not, our wedding costumes. Little to me did I know that we were going to Mossbros to get our suits, that Ryan took over. He said, you're wearing this, you're wearing this. Little did I know that they'd been behind my back sorting it all out, that Hilary was wearing claret as well. Natalie very kindly supplied me on our wedding day, because I put on a little bit of weight, that I couldn't hold my trousers up. Natalie provided me with a safety pin. Thanks, Nat. Next to Ryan, I have Jean. That's Ryan's mum. I also met Jean at Stuart's Bowls Club. We've had a few parties. Jean has worked at Higgs and Company Printers, and Stuart's always had a good write-up in the Henley Standard for what we did for bowls and that. Thank you, Jean, and everything. And I've got Dave Preston, longest serving member of Stuart's Bowls Club. Staunch Reading supporter. Who are they? for over 20 years. He's only ever missed 2 home games. He deserves a bloody medal, but he can't have mine. Next to him is his son and Tina, also again members of Stuart's Bowls Club, and they're here today. Next to them is Alan and Anne-Marie Melville. First time Hilary met Alan was when he acted chauffeur for the evening at Wargrave Bowls Club dinner and dance, and presentation evening at Solling Golf Club. Alan was a successful member of Ryan and my triple when we achieved semi-final national status at Worthing, only to lose to the eventual winners. Lucky to get this far, because on the first evening of staying at Worthing and arriving late, we went into town to the KFC and sat on the side of the road, where unfortunately I was hungry. I went into KFC, bought some chicken, and I finished up throwing my chicken bones into the gutter, and a police car came along and I hit it. So I was lucky to actually make the game. That is table 3, everybody.
Excuse me, can I come past you? I've had so much to eat now, I can't actually move past the bed. Table 4. What can we say about table? Yeah, all right. Met on county golf circuit. Yes, not doing the Golf Association, and as I say, he's here with us here today. That was yours, Chris, by the way.
What?
Joint. That was yours.
Okay. Carry on. Have the rest. Firstly.
Chris has known Vic and Jan much longer than I have. My first memory was at a bowls club dinner in Scotland, when I was trying to impress all Chris's friends and stuck a whole bottle of red wine over a white tablecloth, only just missing Vic's linen suit. I think he might be wearing it again today, actually. We've stayed friends and going out on a number of occasions, one of which was an Indian meal in Wargrave. Chris proposed, the rest of the history. The champagne was on Vic that night. I didn't spill a drop. Vic and Jan, picture of Helen Henley. They got on holiday with Vic and Jan together, and they're with us today as well. Steve K. Steve's nickname at Wargrave Bowls Club before Vic, Steve, Darren, and Chris moved to Reading was Tractor. Also affectionately named as Slit. And could often be heard called by either name on Kent League nights. Kay has spent many a Tuesday evening with him at Reading and other larger clubs, usually socialising with something in her right hand. Bernie and Liz. Chris met Bernie and Liz at the Bowls Club. They spent a lot of time with Vic refurbishing an arrow. Have since seen them both at Wellington for nationals on a few occasions, but haven't quite made it to Utopster race course where he is now works. But we aim to. Okay.
Wayne? Oh, sorry, I beg your pardon, I must be deaf in this ear. Right, I now come to a special table, table 5. I'm going to start off with the Mayor, Mr. Ken Arlett, and his lovely wife, Dorothy. I first met Ken playing football for Henley-on-Thames Football Club. Later on, Ken was Mayor. He is again now Mayor, which is a great privilege, Ken. My mother, who was the first Henley Brown Owl, would invite him and the Lady Mayoress to Christmas parties. More recently, after my late mum had served the town for 35 years as Brown Owl, Ken worked tirelessly to obtain the Henley Town Medal for her, which I am proud to be wearing on her behalf today. Dorothy has helped with all organisations today, along with being Grace Master, and thank you very much for everything you have done for me in the past, and I respect everything you've done today. With them today is Lorraine and Susan Hillier. Lorraine was another keen supporter of Ken, helping me to get the town medal for my mother, and she's with Susan. Then we go to next door, Willie and Sue York. I first met Willie again playing...
That's a move on.
I first met Willie playing football for the YMCA, and later we worked together for over 10 years in the fire service in Henley-on-Thames, which was a pleasure to work with you, mate. Enjoyed it. He's here today with his wife Sue, who I met later working on life at Henley Plastics when she used to diddle me out of my wages. I was always short.
I didn't put that in, did I?
No, I understand that. Next is Ken's brother. We have Dave and Sue. I also met Dave playing football for the YMCA, so there's obviously a football team on this table.
Not very good one.
We had much success during that period we were at the YMCA. Many trophies we won. We still see Dave at the races. He is here with his wife Sue, who I met through my mum. He used to make sponge cakes for her.
Yes, right.
That's right. Last but not least, come to my cousin, Richard, and Sharon. It's a pleasure to have you here today, Richard. It's just a shame the other families can't be with us today to celebrate this occasion.
Totally agree.
But it's a pleasure to have my cousin and Sharon here today, having a good time.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank
Thank you.
Right. You ready? Caroline and John have been friends of mine for a long time. Caroline have graced the Wimbledon courts many times, I hasten to add, as spectators. John is a dab hand at Wee Frisbee. Sorry. Caroline was my matron of honour. We are now all very good friends, and they've been to visit us a couple of times since we moved. Anne and John, I've known Anne and John for many years. Back in the day, Anne helped me with a Girl Scout troop. Hey, and our claim to fame was taking a number of Girl Scouts to Southern Ireland for a fortnight camp under canvas. More recently, we've been at Epsom Derby with them and had a fantastic day, all dressed up. I can show you pictures. Chris first met Colin, working behind the post office counters in Henley. He then transferred to Royal Mail, where they worked together for a number of years. Chris used to come back off his delivery on a Saturday morning and cook a good breakfast, which went down well with all the lads.
Oh, yes.
He is here today with his wife Nikki, as they found time out from their many holidays, including camping trips, to join us.
This better be good.
And this might not be as good as the last one, but it's fine. Chris played football with Greyfoot weekends for Henley Wanderers, another club I mentioned, and then worked together as posters for the Royal Mail. He is here today with his wife Carl.
There you go.
We met Sharon, then she was Samuel, here at Badgemore, when she was the event coordinator for our wedding and other parties. Unfortunately, as of now, I haven't seen a Guinness for Chris, which you had waiting for him on arrival 10 years ago. We tracked her down with her husband Tom to join us on this special occasion.
Yeah, where is it, Sharon? Yes, you again, you again.
7.
7.
Some of you might recognise Richard. He played guitar in the band Mr. Beat, who were played at some of our parties. Incidentally, if you were at the party when Chris turned into Hank Marvin, it was actually Richard who was playing the guitar, along with his partner Liz from Rugby. Roger Masterman and Helen. Roger was lead singer with the same band with his partner Helen, who plays poker with Chris on a Wednesday evening. Oh well, whatever. Oh yeah, we determined earlier on you didn't sing. Chris with poker on a Wednesday. We've been racing with them both, and more recently went to a concert in Bournemouth to see 10cc, because as I say, he doesn't sing. Fred and Eileen, when we moved to Southbourne, Chris started playing poker on a Wednesday evening. We met Eileen and Fred at this time. Last year they came with us together with other friends to Goodwood to see about his race. Mark and Sally. The first party Mark came to, he was acting as roadies to Mr. Beat. He successfully ran one of our bottle raffles. He is joined for a second time by his mum Sally. Ian and Sil. We have known Ian and Sylvia for a number of years now. They've been racing with us on occasion. Following my 60th party at the Hilton in Badgemore, we entertained them and other guests for a sit-down lunch for 8, along with Christmas roasts, our old friend Candy, before they returned home.
Can we do this one first? You do 6 in a minute. Yeah?
Right, 7, you're number 8 now.
Yeah. 7 and 6.
9. It's number 9.
Yeah, thank you.
Well done, Jamie.
Thank you very much. Right.
Someone's on the ball. Well done.
Last table.
No. I know, you're great.
Right, table 8. Table 8. Only 2 to go. Won't be 5 minutes.
They're going to start bringing the course around.
Table 8. On my right, I have Barry and Charlotte Emmanuel. First met Charlotte and Barry at Egham Bowls Club when I was playing in Surrey. Yes, I've been around, you know, Oxfordshire, Berkshire, Surrey, now Hampshire. Any bowling considering a move to Surrey should note that Barry is now middle cut manager for Surrey. Charlotte was ladies captain at Egham when I was men's captain there. We had a successful year. She is now Surrey County Vice President and a member of the Surrey Top Club Winners. Next door to Charlotte is Ian and Kim Farmer. Ian and Kim own their own business, Farmer Developments. So if anybody wants any work done, here's a man that'll do it for you. We met Ian and Kim through the racehorse called Ravenous. And we've had some success and we've had some tears. Right? We've enjoyed some good race days out, especially in the Winners' Enclosure. Only when Kim's not there though. And we're looking.
He wins when I'm not there.
He wins when she's not there. But we're looking forward to a successful campaign in a couple of weeks' time if he can run up to his best. Next to that, they're not turned up.
Then.
I'm going to leave this man to last.
Here we go.
I first met Matty Hyde a long time ago.
Sorry.
Thank you. I first met Matty Hyde a long time ago playing bowls in the Tame Triples with Ryan at Hyde Wycombe Bowls Club, and have remained good friends ever since playing with and against each other. Matty was at our wedding and gave us a spectacular rendition of Dirty Dancing at the end of the evening, which went viral on Facebook. Matty is here today with partner Lisa. Right, I've left the best to last. I've left the best to last. This gentleman is Mr. Robert Newman.
Ready for this, Rob?
You ready for this?
Hey, Rob has been looking it all up. It goes back to 1950.
Right, Robert Newman, Berkshire County Bowls player, and made his debut for England in 1994 and playing in 20 internationals. Bronze medalist in the World Outdoor Championships, triples and fours. 2008 bronze medalist, fours in Christchurch, New Zealand. Biggest success was in 2002 Commonwealth Games.